This is my advice for people thinking about going to college. Don't go. It's not a great value anymore. It's better to learn real estate, business, or sales. I think it's a better value and you get to make money more quickly because I think most people that go to college go because they think that it's going to generate a good amount of financial freedom. Usually, it may lead to a job, maybe, maybe not. If you don't want to follow my first bit of advice, don't go to college, and you do want to go to college, I have some advice for you as well. That is, when you get the syllabus the first day of class, make sure you view it and study it so you can schedule out your studying. I didn't do this my first year and I suffered severely. Second year, I started to study and I would, instead of procrastinating, waiting until the last minute to study for tests like I could get away with in high school, I saw the syllabus and then I saw what I had to do and I spaced out my studying accordingly. I previewed, so if like the syllabus said on Tuesday we're going to go over chapter 1, then maybe Sunday or Monday I would preview chapter 1. Then during the class I would view the class, I would participate in the class. So I was mentally engaged. It wasn't something that I heard for the first time. Those were concepts that I had previewed earlier. Then I participated in the class, and then 3 or 4 or 5 days prior to the exam, I started viewing for the second, third time the concepts and starting to synthesize all the information and make connections in my head and make sure I understood the information. So another bit of advice for college students is go to the library, and not only the regular library. If you're studying math, for example, go to the math library, or if you're studying biology, go to the biology library if your school has different libraries, because you're more likely to encounter help. So if you're studying, for example, biology and you go to the science library, odds are somebody else there in the science library is also studying biology or has studied biology. So if you do come across a problem that you can't solve or a concept you don't quite understand, then you can ask people for help. Just to recap, preview before the class, view and participate during the class, and then review a week out to the test, depending on obviously your understanding of the concepts and your study capabilities. That's something that you have to know. But these are some concepts that I used effectively in college, because when I was in high school, I could just depend on my raw ability and just study 30 minutes like for the tests. That didn't work in college, and I bombed my first few tests thinking I could rely on old study habits from high school, from public high school at least. This may or may not be useful if you're already in the habit of studying on a regular basis. It may not sound like new information, but for some people, the concept of having a syllabus and viewing it, because that's pretty much a guide to your classes, previewing before the class, participating during class, and then reviewing the concepts that you already learned to synthesize the information. This may be a new studying way for you, so I hope this helps. And leave a comment if you find this helpful. But again, if you listen to my first advice, I think you're not in a bad situation either.